Don't tell me that you're like, there's nothing more that ruins my day than an ugly man coming up and hitting on me. You have a wig on. You have a full face of makeup on. By the time you go home, you take all that shit off and you go to bed, y'all might just be meeting in the middle. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say.
I just watched a TikTok of a girl saying that she left her boyfriend because he liked to smell her panties. Girl, you just lost the most loyal fucking man you could have ever found. What do you mean he's that obsessed with your pheromones and your scents that he's smelling your fucking underwear and you left him over that? What I would fucking do to find a man who just huffs my fucking underwear. Oh my god. Pour one out for her because she has no clue what the fuck she just lost. Oh my god, this poor girl.
In all realness, I know I flex all the time, but if you're a young girl or a dude and you're seeing girls posted up in Birkins on yachts every weekend, in Dubai every other weekend, in like 8-12 comps, it's not real. They're not living a respectable life. They're getting flown out. They're getting fucked. We call these escorts yacht girls. You would never know. It's like super undercover. But make sure if you're looking up to someone, make sure they're doing like a respectable line of work. And if you're a dude and you can't like afford these things yet for your girl, don't trip. Don't beat yourself up. Like, don't give up. Like, still keep working towards your goals. And if you're a girl, don't be jealous. Don't like feel any type of way if you can't have these things yet, because it's not real. These girls are genuinely so unhappy. I can't even tell. I live in LA. So, like, I see it all the time. It's absolutely, like, repulsive, disgusting. The most unhappy people that you will ever meet. And I know it looks super glamorous when they're posting it. And it looks like, oh, they're winning in life. They're not fucking winning. You are more respectable having nothing than having everything and doing what they do.
I'm sorry, but ain't it so fucking weird how girls only want to be your friend when they're single? It's like they get in a relationship and then all of a sudden there's no like, hi babe, how are you? Like, let's catch up, let's go do something, let's go get some food. Like, there's none of that. Like, you're just absolutely forgotten about. Like, I'm yet to find a friend that gets in a relationship and remembers who I am. I'll just drop off the face of the earth to him. They're not bothered anymore because they've got a boyfriend. I don't understand it. I really don't understand. Like, what?
Woman to woman here. I'm about to lose hundreds of followers and I'm likely going to be sent to the manosphere immediately. But I feel like this is a really, really important message. Your partner or your husband is not obliged to find you attractive, okay? Let that sink in. Just because you are with them does not mean that they have to find you attractive. Now, I speak to so many women with relationship issues in the bedroom, you name it, I've heard it, okay? And we are so quick to blame the man in this society. When did we stop looking at ourselves? Now, before you come at me, I'm not talking about things that are out of control, okay? If you get seriously ill, you lose a leg, fucking hell, whatever it might be, don't come at me and say all of these things, okay? Because I'm not interested. What I am interested in is controlling the controllable. And you have to take responsibility if you have let yourself go. And I'm going to say, if you've gained weight, if you've stopped looking after yourself, if you've stopped caring about your appearance, that's on you, hun. That is on you. I feel like as women, we have a responsibility to stay sexy and stay hot. And those things are in our control if we want to control them, okay? So instead of blaming the man, instead of blaming everything else around you, let's start looking within, looking at ourselves, and really taking responsibility for being hot.
Look, women need to be held accountable. Feminism has made it normal to constantly blame men for the problems of women, when in reality, our own nature and the way we interact with each other accounts for most of our issues. Women sit around and listen to each other bitch about dating, and for some reason, we always wind up siding with each other, don't we? It's never our fault, even if we find ourselves in repeated situations or dating the same type of guy over and over again. Women will stand in solidarity with victims of abuse and then go abuse men on public forums like, are we dating the same guy? And even if you don't post boost in there, you still stick around for the tea instead of working to end it. Women will cheer on some overweight girl practicing body positivity and then shrug their shoulders when that girl complains that men aren't attracted to her. Women will complain about WNBA players making pennies compared to LeBron James, but never ask themselves why the Kardashians are billionaires, or why a reality show about husbands has never been made. All feminists do is tell men that they have to change, which just means they're still dependent on men to solve their problems. Doesn't that defeat your whole point? Start doing some thinking of your own, and hold yourselves accountable for once.
Modern women call a guy ugly for approaching, while wearing a full transformation package. Hair, makeup, filters in real life, and then judging him at face value like it's a natural comparison. And the crazy part, that same ugly guy still had the confidence to walk up and take a shot, which already puts him ahead of most men who won't even try. But instead of seeing that, it's just rejection based on looks. And then later it becomes, why don't men approach anymore? Because guys learn quickly, approach and get mocked, or stay quiet and keep your peace.
It's true. That is true.
One girl leaves a guy because he's too into her. Another girl is begging to find a man who's even remotely obsessed. Same behaviour, completely different reactions. Men are told to be more attentive, more into her, more expressive. Then when they are, that's weird, that's too much, I'm turned off. So now guys are thinking, alright, what actually works? Because if being indifferent loses, and being invested also loses, most guys just default to low effort and keep it moving.
Of course!
She's acting confused, but this is one of the most predictable shifts you'll see. A lot of female friendships are situational. It's strong when they're single together, same lifestyle, same conversations, but the second a guy enters the picture, priorities flip fast. It's basically dicks before chicks. A guy shows up, especially one she really likes, and suddenly the friend group becomes background noise, because the relationship has higher perceived value. Attention and validation all sits with the guy now, not the friend. So when she says, I don't understand it, she does. She just doesn't like being on the other side of it this time.
No question about that.
Attraction isn't a contract, it's a response. You don't just secure it once and then coast forever. If the effort drops, the attraction follows it. That's cause and effect. And the issue is, a lot of modern women removed accountability from one side completely. If he loses interest, he's the problem. No questions asked. But in reality, both people contribute to what the relationship feels like over time. From a guy's perspective, physical attraction matters, just like his value, his drive, his stability matter to her. It goes both ways. So when she says, look at yourself, that's not harsh. That's just restoring balance back into something that's been one-sided for a long time.
You got that right.
A lot of women will repeat the same patterns, pick the same kind of man, get the same result, and somehow the conclusion is still, men are the problem. Then the group chat kicks in, everybody validates it, nobody challenges it, and the cycle starts again. That's why nothing changes, because if every bad outcome gets blamed outward, there's no reason to look inward. And once accountability disappears, self-awareness usually goes with it.
They brought their fates upon themselves.
Real men of genius.